Hi guys, this is Chiquita Robertson. Did you know that the most important financial plan you could ever have is a budget? Luke 14:28 says, "Suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost?" That's budgeting, that's planning, and that's stewardship. Budgeting is stewardship, it's spiritual. If you can learn to honor God with planning, you'll experience breakthrough. Most people believe that budgeting means restrictions, but in actuality, it actually means freedom. Until you start taking budgeting seriously, assigning every dollar a job, facing your debts, and being honest with God and yourself, that's when things will begin to shift. Start by creating a realistic budget, a faith-based budget. Prioritize your giving and take responsibility. Start small. It doesn't have to be complicated. Literally use pen and paper. You can then work your way up to spreadsheets and eventually peace. I want to share with you a quick story, testimony of how this actually helped my husband and I. We went through a pretty tough financial time. It was some things that happened unexpectedly, and we dropped down to one source of income. And for that year, God began to do some things differently with us. We ended up actually growing even closer together and becoming more united and on one accord when it came to our finances. When things began to turn around and we went back up to two incomes, we had a different perspective and we began to do some things differently. We actually sat down, did a budget, and put together a plan of how we could pay off $30,000 of debt in 12 months. But let me tell you something. The number one thing we did when we sat down was we honored God. We honored Him as it related to our plan that we were putting in place. First of all, we honor God in our giving, first and foremost. That's most important. But we also honored Him in how we could get this done. We put God first. And let me tell you, by us doing that, we paid $30,000 off in 5 months. If you would honor God, if you would sit down and do the work, put together the budget, put together the financial plan, God will bless you to get it done. So if you're ready to stop feeling overwhelmed by money and start feeling empowered, you need a system that honors God and builds discipline. So I want to encourage you all today to, number one, start with paying your tithe. If you did not catch yesterday's video where I talked about tithing, please go and watch that video. It is the foundation, the basis for today's video, okay? So go watch that video. And then number two, if you really want real change, especially as it relates to your finances, I want to encourage you to enroll in the Managing Personal Finances course. This course was built to help you get the freedom, the financial freedom that many individuals like myself are now walking in. If you're ready to take control of your financial future, comment below, "I'm taking control." All right, guys, I hope this video has been a blessing to someone. And until next time, you all be blessed.